rock in Australia.
Is there actually a button that you can press that's hover?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, but it requires a lot of other things to happen on the instrument. So it's like bump, 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 and then hit the hover, right? But all the bump, 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 and all that you don't want to show it in the movie because it's boring.
Yeah, Jabba talks to the second biggest rock in Australia this week, all about his new movie, San Andreas. That's all ahead as Weekend Sunrise begins right now.
And what's the best thing about filming in Australia?
I get excited if I see cows, so I was extremely excited.
Don't we all? We catch up with the cast of the new movie, San Andreas. Don't go away. Stay with us. Coming up from the end of the world.
Where do you go from the end of the world?
Are you saying the whole San Andreas fault might go off?
Everybody down!
Oh, dramatic, to a glimpse of Tomorrowland. See what Jabba thinks of the latest box office offerings.
When it comes to making disaster movies, breaking ground, ironically, is quite tough. After all, you can only watch New York get destroyed so many times in so many ways.
Well, in San Andreas, the focus has at least shifted to the west coast of America, although the footage of crumbling buildings does remain the same. Here to break it down for us is our movie man, Jason Jabba Davis.
Cousin of The Rock.
Yep, exactly right.
We're amazed by how much you look alike.
I wish I had a quarter Samoan greeting so that I could blend in. Wow, what a film, San Andreas. This is #1 at the Aussie box office straight in after 2 days. Already taken $1 million. Filmed, of course, on the Gold Coast. They've kept this as simple as possible. The big one strike, sending huge chunks of California tumbling down, nearly getting wiped off the map as a result. Of course, Dwayne Johnson's The Rescue Chopper. Importantly, Kylie Minogue is in this film. I caught up with the cast and the director to find out a bit more about San Andreas.
Professor, it looks like the whole San Andreas fault line is being activated. And it's heading towards San Francisco.
Earthquakes, tsunamis, volcanoes. They're terrifying, but we're fascinated by how big they can be. In San Andreas, they go big.
We can't stop it. We can't prepare for it. It will be a global event.
It's a natural disaster film. It's a disaster movie about not only an earthquake, but the largest earthquake of all time.
It's hard to believe these scenes are from the Gold Coast.
I love Australia. I miss Australia. We shot San Andreas in Australia.
It's almost an Australian film.
Yeah.
It's shot mainly in Australia.
Yep.
You've also incorporated 30 years of Australian pop royalty in the film. You've cast Kylie Minogue in there. Don't go to lunch with Kylie.
Not in downtown LA.
Bad things will happen, and you've also got Sia on the soundtrack. You know, are you a fan of Aussie music?
I get to Australia and I start just saying, give me music to my driver, to the people on the crew. Because I think there was a band called Boy and Bear that I just loved. I was literally trying to track them down to see them in Australia. And they're an indie band, like they were hard to find.
Carla Gugino and Alexandra Daddario play the wife and daughter of The Rock. Tell us about shooting Down Under.
Oh, it was so amazing. You call breakfast brekkie, which is just nothing better than that. And if something's really great, you say next level, which I think is also amazing.
I was obsessed with all of the creatures that you have in Australia.
That's
we
true.
would go on a hike and all of a sudden, you know, we'd just be in this quiet, beautiful little forest next to like a pebble beach, and like a wild turkey would come out and like gobble,
So
gobble,
true.
gobble. And I get excited if I see cows. So I was extremely excited.
Meanwhile, Dwayne Johnson was getting chopper training from our pilots. Is there actually a button that you can press that's hover so that you can climb out? The pilot can press a button and just leave the helicopter.
Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, but it requires a lot of other things to happen on the instrument. So it's like bump, 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 and then hit the hover, right? But all the bump, 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 and all that you don't want to show it in the movie because it's boring. Because she needs saving. It's like, hold on.
You heard him, hold on, because San Andreas is about to hit the big screen.
We're not high enough.
Get down! Get down! Take cover! Hold on tight, Ollie!
And yes, Mon the Rock can fly a chopper. It's all real chopper flying. Chopper hoverer.
Wow. He does his own pressing.
Exactly right. Look, it puts the spectacle in spectacular. 3 stars, absolutely solid enjoyment, entertainment all the way through. Totes ridics, but get along and enjoy.
Ridics, by the way, is now an official word in Scrabble as of this week.
Is it really?
True.
Don't play Scrabble with young people because you'll get tripped up. Here's another movie directed